Chapter 3. Talking about the time, weather and ourselves. Vocabulary, the time, the date and months, the definite articles, der, die, das, the indefinite articles, ein, eine, ein. We will now learn colors, numbers, the time, weather and some other necessary things so that we can move on to the serious stuff. Vocabulary. Colors. Farben. Red. Rot. Again. Red, meaning rot. Blue. Blau. Again, that's blue, blau. Yellow. Gelb. Again, yellow, gelb. White. Weiß. Again, that's white, weiß. Black. Schwarz. Again, black, schwarz. Green. Grün. Again, green, grün. Orange. Orange. Again, that's orange, orange. Purple. Violett. Again, that's purple, violett. Grey. Grau. Again, grey, grau. Numbers. Die Zahlen. 0. 0. Again, 0, 0. 1. 1. Again, 1, 1. 2. 2. Again, 2, 2. 3. 3. Again, that's 3, 3. 4. 4. Again, 4, 4. 5. 5. Again, that's 5, 5. 6. 6. Again, 6, 6. 7. 7. Again, that's 7, 7. 8. 8. Again, that's 8, 8. 9. 9. Again, that's 9, 9. 10. 10. Again, that's 10, 10. 11. 11. Again, that's 11, 11. 12. 12. Again, 12, 12. 13. 13. Again, that's 13, 13. 14. 14. Again, that's 14, 14. 15. 15. Again, that's 15, 15. 16. 16. Again, 16, 16. 17. 17. Again, 17, 17. 18. 18. Again, 18, 18. 19. 19. Again, that's 19, 19. 20. 20. Again, 20, 20. 21. 21. Again, 21, 21. 22, 22. Again, 22, 22. 23, 23. Again, 23, 23. 24, 24. Again, 24, 24. 25, 25. Again, 25, 25. 26, 26. Again, 26, 26. 27, 27. Again, that's 27, 27. 28, 28. Again, 28, 28. 29, 29. Again, 29, 29. 30, 30. Again, 30, 30. 40, 40. Again, that's 40, 40. 50, 50. Again, 50, 50. 60, 60. Again, that's 60, 60. 70, 70. Again, that's 70, 70. 80, 80. Again, that's 80, 80. 90, 90. Again, that's 90, 90. 100, 100. Again, 100, 100. 200, 200. Again, 200, 200. 1,000, 1,000. Again, that's 1,000, 1,000. 2,000, 2,000. Again, that's 2,000, 2,000. 10,000, 10,000. Again, that's 10,000, 10,000. Months, Monate. January, Januar. Again, January, Januar. February, Februar. Again, February, Februar. March, März. Again, March, März. April, April. Again, April, April. May, Mai. Again, May, Mai. June, Juni. Again, June, Juni. July, Juli. Again, July, Juli. August, August. Again, August, August. September, September. Again, September, September. October, October. Again, October, October. November, November. Again, November, November. December, Dezember. Again, that's December, Dezember. Seasons, Jahreszeiten. Spring, Frühling. Again, that's Spring, Frühling. Summer, Sommer. Again, summer, Sommer. Autumn, Fall. Herbst. Again, autumn, fall, Herbst. Winter, Winter. Again, winter, Winter. The time, die Uhrzeit. The German language has two options when asking for the time. What time is it? Wie viel Uhr ist es? Again, what time is it? Wie viel Uhr ist es? Or, what time is it? Wie spät ist es? Again, that's, what time is it? Wie spät ist es? As in many other European languages, there are two ways to say the time in German. An official one, at the train station or the airport, or an unofficial option. This unofficial option is mostly used in private conversations or when the exact time is not so important. The official time. The official time is easy to understand and learn. For 22:10 clock, say 22:10 Uhr. Again, for 22:10 clock, say 22:10 Uhr. For 6:18 clock, say 6:18 Uhr. Again, for 6:18 clock, say 6:18 Uhr. The official time is 24 hours. First say the hours, then the word Uhr, and then the minutes. This works for other units. For example, if we talk about 7.5 meters, we say 7,50 Meter. It is the same with amounts of money. 3.99 euro are 3,99 €. The unofficial time. The unofficial time is more difficult, but not impossible to understand. For the unofficial time, we only use 12 hours. To say more precisely what time of the day it is, say am Morgen, in the morning, am Vormittag, before noon, am Mittag, at noon, am Nachmittag, in the afternoon, am Abend, in the evening, or in der Nacht, at night. Let's look at some examples to explain the unofficial time. 13:05 clock. Unofficially say 1:05 am Mittag, 1:05 at noon. Again, 13:05 clock is 1:05 am Mittag, 1:05 at noon. When still in the first half hour, say how many minutes after the last full hour. Use the preposition nach. 13:15. Unofficially say 1:15, 1:15. One could also say 1:15. So 13:15 is 1:15, 1:15. Or 1:15. 13:20. Unofficially say 20:1. Again, 13:20 is 20:1. When it is 13:30, it is in the middle of 13 and 14 o'clock. Then use the word halb and say 1:30. So again, 13:30 is 1:30. After the middle of 13 and 14 o'clock, we orient the next hour, 14 o'clock. Use the preposition vor. Then say how many minutes are left until 14 or 2 o'clock. 13:35. Unofficially say 25 vor 2. Again, 13:35 is 25 vor 2. 13:45. The unofficial variant is Viertel vor zwei. Again, 13:45 is Viertel vor zwei. 1:45. 13:50 is unofficially 10 vor zwei. Again, 13:50 clock is 10 vor zwei. There is another unofficial variant for minutes 25 and 35. Here is another way to express the time. Examples: 8:25, 5 vor halb neun. Again, 8:25, 5 vor halb neun. 8:30, halb neun. Again, 8:30, halb neun. 8:35, 5 nach halb neun. Again, that's 8:35, 5 nach halb neun. Here we orient ourselves at half an hour and say how much minutes we have before or after halb. If we talk about the time in a sentence, we use the preposition at. Wann kommst du? When are you coming? Ich komme 3 Uhr. I come at 3 o'clock. Wann kommt der Bus? When does the bus arrive? 5:30. At 5:30. Wie viel Uhr ist das Konzert? What time is the concert? 7:45. At 7:45. When it comes to the months, we use the preposition in. Example: Wann ist dein Termin? When is your appointment? Im Januar, im Februar, im März, im April. In January, in February, in March, in April. The adjectives last, this or next are used when we say those in the accusative. Letzten Januar, letzten Februar, letzten März. Last January, last February, last March. Or diesen April, diesen Mai, diesen Juni. This April, this May, this June. Nächsten Juli, nächsten August, nächsten September. Next July, next August, next September. Example: Die Prüfung war letzten Februar. The exam was last February. Ich gehe nach Deutschland diesen September. I am going to Germany this September. Du musst dich nächsten Juli bewerben. You have to sign up next July. When it comes to the exact date, we use the preposition on. Am 3. Oktober 1995. On the 3rd of October 1995. Am 9.3.2012. On the 9th of March 2012. Vom 7. bis zum 15. Juni. From the 7th to the 15th of June. Vor dem 13. April. Before the 13th of April. Ab dem 8. September. From the 8th of September. Der, die, das. Before we move on, there are some rules when it comes to German articles. There are 3 of them. Der, die, das. As in many other languages, in German the nouns are distinguished according to gender. Each noun also has a companion, the article. Since in German we usually do not look at the gender of the noun, it is the article that provides information. The best tip is to learn the word always together with its article. However, some hints can be used to find the right article, for example by the meaning or the ending. But beware, there are almost always exceptions. The male, masculine article der. First, it can be distinguished by the gender. Der Mann, the man. Der Student, the student. Der Lehrer, the teacher. Der Junge, the boy. Der Spezialist, the specialist. The meaning can be a hint too. Masculine are Tageszeiten, time of the day, der Morgen, der Abend, etc. The morning, the night. Jahreszeiten, seasons, der Sommer, der Winter, etc. Summer, winter. Wochentage, days of the week, der Montag, der Mittwoch, der Freitag, etc. Monate, months, der April, der Juni, der September, etc. Wetter, the weather, der Regen, der Schnee, der Blitz, etc. The rain, the snow, the lightning. Himmelsrichtungen, cardinal points, der Süden, der Westen, der Osten, etc. The south, the west, the east. Automarken, car brands, der VW, der Fiat, der Renault, etc. Züge, trains, der ICE, der Regionalexpress, der Bummelzug. The ICE, the Regional Express, the slow train. Alkoholische Getränke, alcoholic drinks. Der Wein, der Schnaps, der Gin, etc. Endings are hints too. Masculine are ER, ER. Der Computer, der Drucker, der Laser, etc. The computer, the printer, the laser. LING, Ling. Der Schmetterling, der Frühling, der Lehrling, etc. The butterfly, the spring, the apprentice. OR, Ohr. Der Professor, der Motor, der Reaktor. The professor, the engine, the reactor. IST, ist. Der Journalist, der Pazifist, der Maschinist, etc. The journalist, the pacifist, the mechanist. ISMUS, Ismus. Der Mechanismus, der Journalismus, der Kapitalismus, etc. Mechanism, journalism, capitalism. The female, feminine article, die. Again, it is possible to differentiate first according to the gender. Die Frau, the woman. Die Lehrerin, the teacher, female. Die Professorin, the professor, female. There are also other hints. Feminine are Motorradmarken, motorcycle brands. Die Suzuki, die Harley-Davidson, die Triumph. Schiffsnamen, names of ships. Die Queen Elizabeth, die Gorch Fock, die Europa, etc. Flugzeuge, airplanes. Die Boeing, die Concorde, die Robin, etc. Zahlen, numbers. Die 1, die 7, die 9, etc. Blumen, flowers. Die Tulpe, die Rose, die Narzisse, etc. The endings are hints as well. Feminine are I, E. Die Lampe, die Ente, die Tasche, etc. The lamp, the duck, the bag. Tea, Tee. Die Fahrt, die Naht, die Tat, etc. The ride, the seam, the act, etc. Ei, die Bäckerei, die Tyrannei, die Wäscherei, etc. The bakery, the tyranny, the laundry, etc. In female professions. Die Professorin, die Studentin, die Prinzessin, etc. The professor, the student, the princess, etc. SCHAFT, schafft. Die Mannschaft, die Belegschaft, die Freundschaft, etc. The team, the workforce, the friendship. HEIT, key, AIT, Heit, Kite. Die Freiheit, die Einsamkeit, die Möglichkeit, etc. Freedom, loneliness, opportunity. UNG, die Zeitung, die Umleitung, die Meinung, etc. The newspaper, the diversion, the opinion. The endings of foreign words are also helpful. Feminine are ION, Ion. Die Aktion, die Diskussion, die Tradition. The action, the discussion, the tradition, etc. AGE, Age. Die Gage, die Passage, die Garage, etc. The fee, the passage, the garage. UR, Uhr. Die Manufaktur, die Agentur, die Partitur, etc. The manufactory, the agency, the score. IK, ich. Die Musik, die Physik, die Metrik, etc. The music, the physics, the metric. ANZ, Ans. Die Akzeptanz, die Toleranz, die Eleganz, etc. The acceptance, the tolerance, the elegance. TAT, Tät. Die Realität, die Modernität, die Qualität, etc. The reality, the modernity, the quality. ADE, Ade. Die Limonade, die Parade, die Marmelade, etc. The lemonade, the parade, the jam. ENZ, Enz. Die Präsenz, die Prominenz, die Tendenz, etc. The presence, the prominence, the tendency. The neuter, neutral article das. The meaning gives hints. Neutral are Farben, colors. Das Blau, das Grün, das Weiß, etc. Metalle, Metals, das Silber, das Gold, das Eisen, etc. Chemische Elemente, Chemical Elements, das Helium, das Uran, das Neon, etc. Substantivierte Verben, Substantive Verb, das Lesen, das Schlafen, das Schwimmen, etc. Reading, sleeping, swimming. Substantivierte Adjektive, Substantive Adjectives. Das Schöne, das Gute, das Helle, etc. The beautiful, the good, the bright. The endings give hints too. Neutral are Diminutive, chen, lein. Diminutive, das Häuschen, das Mädchen, das Kindlein, etc. The cottage, the girl, the baby. Das Museum, das Atomium, das Publikum, etc. The museum, the atomium, the audience. Nis, das Ereignis, das Wagnis, das Erlebnis, etc. The event, the venture, the experience. Tum, das Ultimatum, das Beamtentum, das Brauchtum, etc. The ultimatum, the officialdom, the customs. Ment, das Regiment, das Parlament, das Instrument, etc. The regiment, the parliament, the instrument. Das Auto, das Motto, das Kino, etc. The car, the motto, the cinema. Now that you know some useful hints for the definite articles in German, it is time to learn some more and see how they are used in different situations. When you stumble upon someone and want to have small talk, you will usually talk about the weather, the time, and some general information about each other. Let's take a look at this conversation between Laura and Mark. Laura: Hallo, entschuldige bitte, wann kommt der ICE? Mark: Hey, ich glaube, der kommt um 17 Uhr. Laura: Ach, okay, vielen Dank. Ich darf das Konzert in Berlin nicht verpassen. Mark: Kein Problem. Ich gehe auch auf das Konzert. Du magst also Maroon 5? Laura: Super. Ja, ich bin ein großer Fan. Ihre Musik ist einfach genial. Mark: Ja, Sie sind klasse. Ich habe sogar ein schwarzes T-Shirt mit Ihrem Logo selbst gemacht. Laura: Wow, sieht echt super aus. Ich würde gerne auch so etwas haben. Du bist wirklich talentiert. Mark: Danke sehr. Ich studiere Grafikdesign und interessiere mich für Kunst. Ich kann dir auch so ein T-Shirt machen. Was machst du so? Laura: Cool. Das wäre toll. Ich studiere Medizin. Nicht sehr kreativ, aber ich liebe es, den Menschen zu helfen. Es ist meine Leidenschaft. Mark: Ich finde das sehr interessant und aufregend. Du bist sehr mutig. Laura: Danke. Oh, da kommt der Zug. Mark: Ja, lass uns schnell einsteigen. Laura: Hello, sorry, please. When is the ICE coming? Mark: Hey, I think it is coming at 5 p.m. Laura: Oh, okay. Many thanks. I cannot miss the concert in Berlin. Mark: No problem. I'm also going to the concert. So you like Maroon 5? Laura? Great. Yes, I'm a big fan. Their music is just awesome. Mark? Yes, they're great. I even made a black t-shirt with their own logo. Laura? Wow, it looks really great. I'd like to have something like that too. You're really talented. Mark? Thank you very much. I study graphic design and I'm interested in art. I can make you a t-shirt as well. What are you doing? Laura? Cool. That would be great. I study medicine. Not very creative, but I love helping people. It is a passion. Mark? I think that is very interesting and exciting. You are very brave. Laura? Thanks. Oh, here comes the train. Mark? Yes, let's get in fast. As you can see from the conversation, there are definite articles like der Zug, the train, das Konzert, the concert. But there are also some other forms like den Menschen, the people, and other words like ein T-shirt, a shirt, eine Leidenschaft, a passion. This is because we can decline definite articles, and there are also indefinite articles. Ein, eine, ein. Let's take a look at the declination of definite articles. An, nominative, a, accusative, die, dative, g, genitive. Masculine, nominative, der Mann, accusative, den Mann, dative, dem Mann, genitive, des Mannes. Der Mann ist 22 Jahre alt. Ich kenne den Mann. Der Stift gehört dem Mann. Das ist der Stift des Mannes. The man is 22 years old. I know the man. The pen belongs to the man. This is the pen from the man. Again. Der Mann ist 22 Jahre alt. The man is 22 years old. Ich kenne den Mann. I know the man. Der Stift gehört dem Mann. The pen belongs to the man. Das ist der Stift des Mannes. This is the pen from the man. Feminine. Nominative, die Frau. Accusative, die Frau. Dative, der Frau. Genitive, der Frau. Die Frau ist 28 Jahre alt. Ich kenne die Frau. Der Stift gehört der Frau. Das ist der Stift der Frau. Neutral. Nominative, das Kind. Accusative, das Kind. Dative, dem Kind. Genitive, des Kindes. Das Kind ist 12 Jahre alt. Ich kenne das Kind. Der Stift gehört dem Kind. Das ist der Stift des Kindes. Plural. Nominative, die Eltern. Accusative, die Eltern. Dative, den Eltern. Genitive, der Eltern. Die Eltern sind 30 Jahre alt. Ich kenne die Eltern. Der Stift gehört den Eltern. Das ist der Stift der Eltern. You got it, right? It is pretty simple, and when you know how the articles change depending on the case, then it is easy to form sentences. Markus und Petra sind verheiratet. Ihnen gehört das Haus. Sie wohnen in dem Haus. In dem Haus wohnen auch die Kinder. Das sind die Spielzeuge der Kinder. Ihre Katze ist auch in dem Haus. Die Katze heißt Mia. Das ist der Ball der Katze. Marcus and Petra are married. They own the house. They live in the house. The children live in the house as well. These are the children's toys. Their cat is also in the house. The cat's name is Mia. That's the cat's ball. Again. Markus und Petra sind verheiratet. Marcus and Petra are married. Ihnen gehört das Haus. They own the house. Sie wohnen in dem Haus. They live in the house. In dem Haus wohnen auch die Kinder. The children live in the house as well. Das sind die Spielzeuge der Kinder. These are the children's toys. Ihre Katze ist auch in dem Haus. Their cat is also in the house. Die Katze heißt Mia. The cat's name is Mia. Das ist der Ball der Katze. That is the cat's ball. There is also another type of articles we need to talk about. Indefinite articles. For der, it's ein. Ein Mann, masculine. For das, it's ein. Ein Kind, neutral. For die, it's eine Frau, feminine. The use of the indefinite article. The indefinite article is used when speaking about something indeterminate, non-concrete, indefinite. Die Katze holt einen Ball. The cat gets a ball. We do not know which ball. There can be many of them or different ones. Ich habe eine blaue Jacke. I have a blue jacket. The person owns a blue jacket, but there may be more. Du liest ein Buch. You are reading a book. The person did not say which book or if there's just one. Declination. Masculine. Nominative, ein Mann. Accusative, einen Mann. Dative, einem Mann. Genitive, eines Mannes. Ein Mann hat schöne Schuhe. Frage einen Mann. Die Schuhe gehören einem Mann. Es sind die Schuhe eines Mannes. A man has beautiful shoes. Ask a man. The shoes belong to a man. They are the shoes of a man. Again. Ein Mann hat schöne Schuhe. A man has beautiful shoes. Frage einen Mann. Ask a man. Die Schuhe gehören einem Mann. The shoes belong to a man. Es sind die Schuhe eines Mannes. They are the shoes of a man. As you can see, we do not know which man. We just know that it is a man. It can be a man on the street, in a movie, in the park, or anywhere else. It is not specified. Feminine. Nominative, eine Frau. Accusative, eine Frau. Dative, einer Frau. Genitive, einer Frau. Eine Frau hat schöne Schuhe. Frage eine Frau. Die Schuhe gehören einer Frau. Es sind die Schuhe einer Frau. Neutral. Nominative, ein Kind. Accusative, ein Kind. Dative, einem Kind. Genitive, eines Kindes. Ein Kind hat schöne Schuhe. Frage ein Kind. Die Schuhe gehören einem Kind. Es sind die Schuhe eines Kindes. Plural. Nominative, Eltern. Accusative, Eltern. Dative, Eltern. Genitive, Eltern. So, as you can see, the endings are similar to the ones from the definite articles. In some cases, the article is merged with a preposition. An plus das is ans. To. Ich fahre ans Meer. I drive to the sea. An plus dem is am, on. Am Montag gehe ich. I am going on Monday. In plus das is ins, into. Ich springe ins Wasser. I jump into the water. In plus dem is im, in. Ich bin im Kino. I am in the cinema. Zu plus der is zur, to. Ich gehe zur Arbeit. I am going to work. Zu plus dem is zum, to. Ich gehe zum Kino. I am going to the cinema. Bei plus dem is beim, at. Ich bin beim Bahnhof. I am at the station. There is also a negative article, kein. It denies nouns without articles and nouns with indefinite articles. Declination of kein. Masculine, nominative, kein Mann. Accusative, keinen Mann. Dative, keinem Mann. Genitive, keines Mannes. Feminine, nominative, keine Frau. Accusative, keine Frau. Dative, keiner Frau. Genitive, keiner Frau. Neutral, nominative, kein Kind. Accusative, kein Kind. Dative, keinem Kind. Genitive, keines Kindes. Plural, nominative, keine Eltern. Accusative, keine Eltern. Dative, keinen Eltern. Genitive, keiner Eltern. Examples. Das ist Mark. Er hat kein Geld. Deshalb hat er kein Auto und keine Freundin. Das ist Laura. Sie hat kein Interesse an Mark. Translation. That is Mark. He has no money. That is why he does not have a car or a girlfriend. That is Laura. She has no interest in Mark. Again, das ist Mark. That is Mark. Er hat kein Geld. He has no money. Deshalb hat er kein Auto und keine Freundin. That is why he does not have a car or a girlfriend. Das ist Laura. Sie hat kein Interesse an Mark. That is Laura. She has no interest in Mark. Let's move on to the next lesson.